Good afternoon. Welcome to this latest section of our entertainment show as we look at upcoming TV series and movies debuting here in Ireland and the UK, obviously, in the next month. So far this week, we've talked about The Rat and Man. We've talked about the new Mortal Kombat movie. We've spoken to actors and actresses out of both those sort of movies. We've spoken to Sophie Guest, who's appearing in Dim, the new horror psychological thriller. And this new episode now we're going to be talking about is a new TV series. Well, it's been here before, but we're on to season 4 of Wynonna Earp. It's debuting here this month on Channel Syfy in the UK. I'm delighted to be joined by one of the stars of the show, Tim Rozon, who plays the character Doc Holliday. And I suppose, Tim, season 4, it's the final curtain must go down on Wynonna Earp. Season 4, are we in for a lot of bumps, thrills, and excitement along the way? And does this promise to be one of the best seasons yet of the show?
Yeah, first of all, hey, thanks for having me. It means a lot. And yeah, listen, I can say this with 100% certainty because it's already aired in North America. And being so close to this fan base over the past 5 years of my life, I know exactly how they feel. I think this is everybody's favorite season. Season 4 is by far just the best season of Wynonna Earp. It just it's kind of sucks that it had to come to an end, but I think that it came to an end absolutely beautifully.
I suppose Wynonna Earp, for people that aren't aware of the series or mightn't have tuned into a regular sort of fan of the show or mightn't have missed out on season 1 or season 2. It's a sort of a mythical sort of sci-fi show, descendants of the Wynonna Earp. Her great grandfather had this gun, apparently could kill demons, apparently a bullet out of it. But it's also based on this sort of small sort of town where sort of mythical sort of things go on in terms of the daily events of that sort of town, and sort of spiritual but sort of different shows have different sort of episodes, and there's always dare I say, is it a challenge between good and bad? Is that the real concept of most of the shows on Wynonna Earp, the challenges of bad versus good?
Yes and no, because it's a fine line, because I think the characters are so well developed. It's difficult to know what's good and what's bad, you know. I don't think there's such thing as bad people. There's just bad decisions that people make from time to time, because even a bad person can be a good person, and even a good person can be a bad person from time to time. But yeah, I think you summed it up pretty good. You know, it's based originally on the Bo Smith comic book, and it's about this badass demon killing lady. You know, she's the Wyatt Earp's great granddaughter, descendant of Wyatt Earp, and she's the only one that can fire Peacemaker, which is the gun that can kill the demons in the town of Purgatory. So she's the only one who can do it. And the rest of us kind of help her. I play Doc Holliday. Yes, that's Doc Holliday of American West fame. I had been cursed for 150 years, so I play the man out of time, the old cowboy, kind of hanging out with the new futuristic people. You know, she's got the sheriff, the town sheriff, and her sister, and some other characters, and I mean, it's Wynonna Earp. It's there's a lot there. I think for people to uncover. There's just not just good and bad. There's a lot there.
And I suppose, Tim, in terms of the shooting of the show, was it mostly set in Canada, or did you shoot a bit of it in the United States as well? Or for each season, was it maybe 4 to 5 months of a shoot? Or in terms of the episodes, I know you did 49 episodes in total throughout the 4 seasons. So were you normally talking maybe a 3-4 months sort of to shoot one season of Wynonna Earp?
Yeah, about 4 months for sure. Almost for me, it was a little longer, because it would almost be 7 months, because it took me 3 months to grow the mustache that character played, because it was an absolutely huge mustache. So for 7 months a year, I could only be the cowboy. You know, it was tough to get other jobs when you have that massive mustache. So yeah, and we filmed in northern Alberta, which is in the Midwest of Midwestern Canada, and we filmed every season in winter, except
Okay.
for season 4 because of COVID. What
Okay.
happened was we filmed half the season in winter, like we always did. Then COVID hit. We had to take a break. We took about a 6 months break before it was safe again for us to return and then refilm. And we filmed the second part of season 4 in the summer, which was actually kind of cool because after 4 seasons of freezing, in the winter, because Canada can be cold, huh?
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice to film in the summer, to be honest. I mean, it sucked that it was during a pandemic. I'm not a fan of pandemics.
Mm. And I suppose, Tim, in terms of your experience on Wynonna Earp, has it opened the door, obviously, for your time on show for other opportunities down the line? Has it really been a real catapult for you personally in terms of your own acting career?
Oh, that I don't know about. I mean, I'm pretty fortunate. I just seem to be consistently kind of working
Mm.
for the past decade. I went straight from Schitt's Creek onto Wynonna Earp, and I'm on a new show now called Surreal Estate.
Okay.
That will be coming out this summer, which is another sci-fi show, supernatural show. So I'm very fortunate. I'm just very blessed and happy to be working. I'll say this about Wynonna Earp. It introduced me to one of the greatest fandoms ever. I'm very
Okay.
proud to be a part of it, and I love the fans and the fandom they've created around the show. I think it's just absolutely incredible, and I loved playing the character. It was very hard to walk away knowing this is the last season because I love this character, this crew, my castmates. This was a special show. They don't always come along, so I'm very aware of that, and I was happy to be a part of it. But like I said, I feel like it ended really well. So for that part, I'm happy. As long as the fans get some sort of closure, I'm happy. But hey, man, if they called me tomorrow and said, some other network wants to do Wynonna Earp, are you coming back? I'm coming back tomorrow, you know.
And that brings me on nicely to our next question, Tim. I suppose if for 3 or 4 years down the line, if they wanted to make a feature movie based on the TV series, that's something open your eyes in terms of opportunity. You'd definitely be signing up to that in terms of a feature movie, a cinematic release.
100%. Anybody in the fandom knows that I'm just a huge fan of the show. I forget sometimes I'm on it. I love it. I think I just love the show. So yeah, I would do it. Also, it's 5 years of our life. It's 4 seasons, but it took almost 5 years to film those 4 seasons.
Mm.
That you invest your heart and your soul and your life into. So it's just tough to just walk away from that. I understand this business because I've been doing it a long time, that sometimes it just happens.
Mm.
Shows end, and that's just the way it goes. It hurts when you really, really love them, but that's just the way it goes. So yeah, if you call me to do a movie in 10 years from now, this
Mm.
feeling doesn't go away. When you love something, you
Yeah.
can suppress it,
Yeah.
but those feelings are always going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So it's not something that goes away anytime soon.
And I suppose, Tim, lastly, for the 30 seconds that we have you for, can you enlighten all our audience why they should tune on to their TV screens here in Ireland in the next month when we see the final season 4 of Wynonna Earp on Channel Syfy UK, and maybe the character himself, Doc Holliday, could enlighten all our Irish audience what's in store for them for the final 30 seconds. Over to you, Doc.
Oh, well, my friend. Look, I don't know if you could see me, but I'll put my cowboy hat on just so we can do this properly.
No.
Okay, my friend. I have my kid's horse. I'll get on this. I would say watch Wynonna Earp because it's just the best darn tootin' show on television.
Yeah. On that note, Tim Rozon playing playing the character Doc Holliday and Wynonna Earp. A pleasure talking to you today to enlighten us about season 4 of Wynonna Earp coming here later this month on Channel Syfy UK. Tim, we wish you all the best for the rest of the year. No doubt you're a busy man. We look forward to seeing your new TV series, your new sci-fi TV series debuting here in Ireland, the UK very soon, and hopefully please God, we can talk to you again sometime in the near future. But for the moment, Tim Rozon, take care, God bless, and stay safe.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. Same to you.
Cheers. Take care, Tim.
Hey, ciao.